Well, hey guys, it's Crystal. Hey, I went on a recent camping trip and I took the Big Agnes Blacktail Hotel Tube camping tent. And it was a motorcycle camping trip and it packed great. So, this is just a picture of the tent, the little gray one right there. It's an awesome little tent. And we're going to learn how to set this up today, all right? First thing you got to know is that you got to buy that footprint separate. You could probably use a regular tarp. This is the one that goes with the tent that I purchased. Next thing you got to know, they send you those little orange or reddish tent stakes. No, I would get the silver ones, buy about 20, okay? You can stake down this tent much better with those silver ones. All right, first things first, we're going to spread out the footprint. You want to check, make sure there's no sticks underneath your tent. Nothing's going to damage anything, okay? Nothing's going to make it lumpy for you. The little cloth loop is where you're going to stake it down from. All right. To create a song, I don't want to miss a beat. You really want to go from one end to the other to get it spread out nice and level and even. Wastelands through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Okay, so it's time for placement of the tent. Just toss it out there. The far left is where the vestibule part is going to be, and it's going to be very important that you get this part right, okay? So you want to look closely and see where the Big Agnes logos are. Watch this video and you can kind of tell how I'm trying to shape it. There's two logos to look for, okay? So the left logo kind of goes in the middle of the tent, right there. And then the right logo is going to go toward the right-hand side, okay? So then just spread out this tent. Netting on top. You got this. Time is barely on our side. So get your hammer, get your stakes ready. We're going to stake this down again. Again, it's going to be those cloth loops again that you're going to look for, okay? No, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Okay, it's time to assemble the poles. They come wrapped in this little green thing, this little Velcro strap. Be sure to save that. You're going to need it. All right, it's time to assemble the poles. These poles are connected by an elastic strap, and they just kind of fit together pretty quickly. 2 poles are curved, and 1 pole is mostly straight, okay? You're going to start with those 2 curved poles. The curved ones are the ones that go in the tent. All right, so these are your 2 curved poles. All right, that's going to snap onto the tent. Then you've got this straight one that's going to go to the vestibule that's going to slide into the tent. I'll show you that in just a few minutes. I'm just going to put this one back here for a few minutes and get it out of the way. All right? See this little silver eyelet? This is what the end of those poles is going to stick into. It's just going to stick down into it. It'll look just like this, okay? These are going to cross diagonal. So you're going to start at one end and put it in one end and then cross diagonal to the other end so it forms an arch. Then you're just going to lay that down on its side. You're just going to flop it right over just like that. And you're going to get the other one and you're going to do the same thing. And you're going to try not to trip over the stakes you put down like I just did. All right, so fit that down in the other hole, just like you did the silver eyelet on the first side. And then you're just going to throw that whole arch pole down on its side. All right, so grab your other arched pole, and you're going to do exactly the same thing. Go at the other diagonal, find the silver eyelets, put it in one end. Try not to hit anybody with it. Go to the other side of the tent and put it in that one. Remember that little green thing that came off of the poles? Where this is where you're going to use it, okay? So let's stand up these poles, cross them diagonal, and now we're going to use the little green thing right in the middle to hold those two together, okay? That little green thing that came off the poles. That's what we're going to use. There it is. And it's okay to step on top of that tent. You're okay. Okay, so now we're going to assemble the tent. Those little clips that are on the tent, they just clip right onto the poles. You just bring up each section of the tent and clip it on. See that little green clip? That's what you clip to the pole, and it keeps it up. And you just keep going around the tent, and I think there's a total of 9. You start with 4, then you go up a little higher for 4, and there's one clip in the middle of the tent that clips up by that little green thing that holds the arch together. Okay? And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through Now we got to put on the rain fly, and this can be a bit tricky. If the wind is blowing, it's going to blow it a little bit, and you're going to be cussing, okay? Um, I make it look easy in this because it took me several tries. All right, so get the logos in position. This is the front logo. Make sure that other logo is right there in the tent, okay? This is the far left logo. That way you can figure out where does this thing go. It took me a while to figure this out. So logo on the left, logo on the right, front. Okay, and then you just start dragging it over and positioning it.
Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Look real closely over by where I'm standing. On that far right, by my hand right now, you can see that logo up there in that right-hand corner. So just start bringing it around and positioning it. Okay, so grab your hammer, grab your stakes, and now we're going to start staking down the rain fly. You want to make sure that the rain fly is over that flooring footprint, the footprint, duh. So you want to make sure that it's over the footprint. That way no water will leak onto the footprint and get you wet, okay? All right, and don't be surprised if you have to reposition this thing a few times. I did.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
And I'm out here in about 98-degree weather, setting this up. All right, so here's your flat pole, the straight one. There is a place you're going to slide this into the tent, okay? It's right there. And you're just going to start sliding it in. It's not the most easy thing to do. You kind of got to thread it in and, thread it through and work with it, okay? The part we're working on right now is the vestibule, okay? And the vestibule is where you can get in there and set if you want. If it was raining, you can put extra supplies in there. It's going to keep them dry if it does rain. So here you go. Just start working that thing through, threading it through. You got it. Just keep it going.
Create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Once you've got it through, you're going to put that pole in those little silver eyelets, just like you did for the tent, okay? Put one in and then the other. And then you're just going to kind of stand it up and drag it over, okay? Keep watching.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
All right, so grab that string, tighten it, and we're going to stake it down. There's all kinds of strings all over this tent, extra to stake, to stake everything down tightly. And that's what you want to do, just in case it would rain or wind would come up.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
All right, I'm going to unzip this door, and this leads into your vestibule. You just unzip it and you can peel it back. I know there's a way to clip it to hold it back, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I couldn't get it to do it. So I just kind of pulled it back and laid it over there. And I continued working on the tent. So the way you're going to get into the tent is you're going to crawl into the vestibule, unzip the other part of the tent, and get in. Okay? That's the part where bugs can't get you. Okay?
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on
All right, one thing you want to make sure of is that your footprint is under the fly on all sides. That way, if it rains, it gets on the ground and not on your footprint. Okay? Here we go. Let's see inside. It's actually very roomy inside. There's some netting areas where you can put things. I had a lantern and I put it up inside that webbing up there. You can clamp a light to the top of the tent. It's actually very roomy.
create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Well, I hope this video helped you a little bit to get this tent set up. It's the Big Agnes Hotel Blacktail tent, two-person tent. So like and subscribe, guys, if you like this and it helped you a little bit. Okay? Take care, guys. See ya.